Okay, Ty, I'm gonna need you to explain this to me one more time, because it's clear that there's a lack of communication here.
I didn't even say anything yet. And for that matter, I wasn't gonna say anything at all. Actually, I just now realized, why the fuck am I still here? Why is it that I'm written into, like, every one of your commentaries now? Am I just a Let's Just Comment character now? I didn't sign up for this. Wait, on that topic, if I didn't sign up for this, then why do I still agree to do... I think I need a therapist.
Hi, I'm bored. I need commentary material faster. I'm gonna die.
The bitch. You know what? Why are you so focused on curing your boredom anyways? Wasn't there like an entire group of Mexicans coming to kill you? Are you even listening? Say something!
Have no fear, guys, for I have arrived with the answer to all our problems!
Okay, so, have we just accepted that young Ryan is a character now?
Aw, don't act like you don't love me, cause I know you do.
Like, he's no longer a one-off, he's actually a character?
Well, you know what, Ty? Your stubby ass shows up every other commentary, and you don't see me complaining.
It's sad, cause you're not wrong.
Anyways, if we could get back on topic, what exactly is this amazing solution that you've come up with? Well, for one thing, I actually found some commentary material. But before I show you this said material, I want to pose a hypothetical to you. So, how would you react if I told you that the video we're covering is a co-op between an Enderman with a Mario hat, a Bonnie puppet, and Homer Simpson? I'd call you stupid and tell you to leave immediately. Okay. Now, what if I told you I was being 100% serious and you have no choice but to cover it with me due to the reason of extreme plot convenience? What do you mean by that? Did somebody say taquitos and tatoes? Wait, Rorm? What are you doing here? I thought your existence was strictly told through side channels and non-canon filler episodes. Rorm wants to join Super Sexy Self-Says Threesome. Well, I mean, you see, the problem with that is we kind of already have two people, and I don't want to make this a try-op, and...
2 + 2 = side up.
Rorm has gone to prison and isn't afraid to go back. Okay, Rorm can join, just please don't hurt me. Yay, Rorm is happy.
If you wanted me to use Mimi, you could have just asked.
Hold on, before we start, mind if I change my avatar? But why would you do that? Because I was thinking about it last night, and I came up with all these great ideas for avatars I could use. Like Tamaki from Orange High School Host Club. Actually hang yourself. Oh, Kuru from Sergeant Frog? Swallow poison and die. Okay, Chance the Rapper? What? Are you crazy? No! But you love Chance the Rapper, though. Yes, but I'm also not stupid. Now, you're gonna be a gay white horse, and you're gonna like it. Rorm remembers when you tried to diddly-do a robot. Shut up, Rorm. That never happened.
It totally happened.
Swallow AIDS and drown, you quacky cracker. You don't know what it's like to get your head bumped in. You keep clapping those gums like you live almost to be check your shit.
OSMPG. Wait, who are you? Oh, I'm Homer Simpson.
Yep, there he is. It's Homer Simpson doing commentaries. Hey, Homer, how's it going? How's the kid? Why is he hanging from our laptop? Is he feeling sad? Okay, so ignoring the most notable thing on screen right now, you might be noticing that the current visuals are being recorded through a camera. And while camera commentaries aren't on its own a bad thing, it'll prove to be a massive issue later in the video, as this is supposed to be a try-op between different characters, which causes them to shuffle through the things he's holding at once, and the video just comes off as unbelievably sloppy. Also, to build off of that, I want to... Wait a second. Are you using Chance the Rapper again? No. Change it back now. Fine. Buzzkill. Excuse me? I said you have no wiener. Oh, okay. Wait a second.
You've never appeared in one Plush video.
Hold on a second. What about your channel trailer, though? That's a Plush video, and Homer was in that one. Why must you lie to get my attention?
We have drunken people. We have yellow people.
Hey, have you ever considered not doing that? Racism is when you're running into a Wendy's bathroom expecting to meet Marilyn Manson, but instead you meet Bray Wyatt.
And your point is
that you're a Homer Simpson plush and you have no reason to be here? Actually, before we continue, I want to address the elephant in the room since it's most likely going to be brought up anyways. Why are we mad about a Simpson when we're all the same chapstick particles? And yes, while I can see that point, let me put this into perspective. Imagine if I made a co-op commentary with Peter Griffin, played it straight, because, you know, from what I can tell, this is being played completely straight, and all the co-op amounted to was, hey, look, it's just me saying things with a bad Peter impression with next to no actual chemistry or character between the people involved. It's just so unbelievably absurd that it's so hard to take seriously. Heck, it's even harder to take it ironically, and I did a commentary with a freaking broom, for crying out loud! What do you mean he's subbed to Doodle Tones? Wait, what's a Doodle Tones and can I eat it? Doodle Tones remind me of a motorcycle going 40 miles per hour in a church parking lot. That didn't answer my question.
well, I found this one dude, and I feel like I should help you commentate on him. Alright, who is he? Oh. This is him.
Wait, K commentates? Dude, where you been? Actually, if I could focus on a bigger issue here, I want to go back to your presentation. What exactly is it with you pausing so much? Seriously, the pauses you make are so big, I could fit like 2 18-wheelers side by side through them, and the judges probably still wouldn't even consider it a close call. I mean, you prove later in the video that you can edit between scenes.
I don't see how this could be commentary material.
5 minutes and 53 seconds later.
A commentary is needed.
Which, by the way, is 10 times more well presented given the circumstances than the rest of the video up to that point. So what exactly is stopping you from making your video actually, you know, presentable?
Get the fuck off my dick, that ain't right.
What am I looking at exactly? Alright, I'm pretty sure this is the guy.
Wait, Rorm is confused. The video was a Dipper and now it's a Morty, but it's the same vid. What is the meme?
Hi there everyone, SMPG here, and Bonnie. And Homer Simpson.
This sucks so bad that I play with my dick.
Also, for the record, I'm gonna go the extra mile of restoring the original video because, you know, I'm not a monster.
It's the king of the wait a minute now.
Without further ado, let's get into this commentary. Like right now.
I hope you stub your toe, you big-nosed fruit ball.
We live in a world where people enjoy familiarity.
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, if you look at the amount of hate that Martin's Family Guy gets, then you know, then people aren't going to be happy with seeing that familiar face. Wait, I thought this was supposed to be about reboots. Hey, he isn't going to bring up a reboot as an example. Then I won't.
But wait, this was the first countdown. Why is the evidence plaguing your American graveyard? Okay, if I could attempt to put that into more understandable terms, and I can't believe this sentence is about to leave my mouth, but first of all, Homer, this is like his first statement. The examples he brings up is in the form of the rest of the video, you ninny? Unless you were talking about the part of the video where he was stating that people generally like familiarity, you know, something that has been scientifically proven that's a decently well-known fact in the form of the mere exposure effect. On top of that, I can even argue the example you brought up of Modern Family Guy. Given that Seth MacFarlane, the creator of Family Guy, has voiced his gripes against the show still being on air, the lack of approval from the creator could be seen as it losing that familiarity. Especially added with the fact that the familiarity doesn't even have to come from just the characters shown in it. It could also come from the elements put into the show, like the characters' personalities could just be less likable, or the jokes just might not hit as hard, which are both things that many people have criticized Modern Family Guy for. Also, if Rorm could make a spicy strudel just because Vale Skihound failed to eat his din-din doesn't mean your plate has to be full either, Missy.
If you relate that to cartoons, that means that people want to see more and more of their childhood cartoons.
Again, not necessarily. So, for example, how do I put this?
Make the words fall out of your mouth or shut the recorder off and start over. And I don't mean restart the take, I mean just restart your life, because it's clear somebody failed here.
You see, SpongeBob, yeah, I feel like it's been going on for a little bit too long, so yeah.
Wait a second, doesn't using SpongeBob as an example make even less sense, given that the original creator of SpongeBob during its low point wasn't even on the show anymore? Someone who helped the show keep its sense of, oh, I don't know, familiarity to its audience? Also, while we're on that note, how much you want to bet that this is gonna bite him back later? I honestly wouldn't be surprised. Rorm bets a nickel back.
Even though certain shows ended years ago, people always want their favorite one to come back in the form of a reboot or a revival. But when do we draw the line? When do we give up on the constant cartoon reboots, and when are we supposed to promote original cartoons?
Okay, first of all, why are you saying When do we draw the line against reboots when you just brought up reboots and revivals?
In the form of a reboot or revival?
This point actually doesn't make any sense. Seriously, he was introducing the ideas of reboots and revivals so he could follow it up with the question of when do we draw the line. He was simply trying to establish boundaries. I mean, you can like the concept of something and still want to establish boundaries, like cookies. I like cookies, but too many cookies and I want to die. So where is the line drawn? Well, obviously, I should stop buying so many gosh darn cookies, but I can't because they're so good!
Also, speaking of original cartoons, hey, can I talk? Fine.
Why are you so abusive? Does it have to do with your lack of ability to please a woman?
So, yeah. Speaking of original cartoons, you don't seem to well, you see, speaking of original... Hey, let me take this point. Fine.
Yeah, because that joke was so funny last time. We just had to hear it again. It's a classic, I tell you. A classic. Oh yeah, and good job fumbling the line. That totally makes the lack of variation better.
So, as I was saying... Speaking of original cartoons, you seem to hate the newest show on Cartoon Network, Mighty Magiswords.
Whoa, hold it right there, sir. I am afraid you're going to need to have to substantiate that claim with some evidence, preferably of the visual and or auditorial...
Shut up, stammering stars from the commentary community. Adam, I'm putting you in my next video. How do you feel?
Oh, just fucking like every day. Fuck niggers.
So that shows that, well, you're not a fan of all the original cartoons.
Okay, but him disliking one original cartoon does not undermine his overall point. In fact, it's 100% irrelevant to his point, as him promoting the idea of creating new franchises instead of milking the old ones doesn't instantly mean he's gonna be a fan of every new franchise, and assuming so is putting words in his mouth. And you know what? I'm not really that big of a fan of trying to force things into people in the first place, especially through their mouth. Good God, what if they choke?
And also, when do we draw the line? We don't technically have control of this. I mean, sure, we could stop watching, but Cartoon Network has been just so cruel when it comes to ratings. The good shows with good ratings go fly-by, and the bad ones, they stay.
Okay, yes, while you are technically right that this video by itself won't change Cartoon Network's mind, take into account that he's not primarily trying to change Cartoon Network's mind, he's just trying to pose a discussion. The fact that he has no control over what Cartoon Network does doesn't prove his point right or wrong. If anything, it dances around the point. Oh, and by the way, we're going to be keeping this statement in mind too, because like your comment about modern SpongeBob, it's going to be extremely important later.
Today I'm going to be talking about this and going over the big question. Are reboots awful or amazing? Now think of a few cartoon reboots you know of. There's a pretty high chance that you're thinking of either Powerpuff Girls 2016 or Teen Titans Go. These two are completely awful shows.
In your opinion, right? You know, there are some people that actually like Teen Titans Go and Powerpuff Girls 2016. I mean, they are in the minority as the internet so clearly loves to make them out to be.
What?
Some minorities are more deserving than others.
You know what, Bonnie? I agree. Some minorities are more deserving than others. Kinda like those disabled people in real life that I feel really sorry for.
But, you know, it is just our opinion, and lack of stating that, which, in my opinion, are terrible shows. No, you don't say that. You just say they are as if it's a fact. Your opinion isn't fact. Unless you actually have a fact.
You know, implying that he's not about to explain why he dislikes these two shows. Oh, wait!
A fact is, my shirt is blue and yellow. An opinion is, these eyes look stupid.
They are stupid. Weeb.
So does this immediately prove that all cartoon reboots are awful? Not necessarily. Let's take a quick look at why the new Powerpuff Girls is bad. Some smaller reasons include the things within the show itself, like the jokes being bad, the animation being terrible, and the characters just not acting like themselves like in the original Powerpuff Girls.
Would you care to elaborate on this?
I demand that you delete this right now. Delete that! Delete that! Wait. Post, Ryan? What are you doing here? I thought you were only for question mark and a half.
Well, first of all, that's implying that you weren't supposed to be a one-off too.
Yeah, that's right.
Second of all, as for how I got here, I don't actually know, truth be told. In fact, I don't remember how I got into the last commentary I was in. I just kind of showed up. Though now that I think about it, you just responded to me, meaning that, if I could get meta for a second, that you recorded that line also in post. So wouldn't that technically make you also post, Ryan?
Because seriously, I'm very confused right now, and I get confused very easily, yet... Seriously, can you please just elaborate?
Gee, it's almost like he said himself that these were smaller reasons and he was planning to go into the bigger reason right after you make this interjection.
But the real reason it sucks lies outside of the show.
And your point just left the room.
There isn't one person to blame, it's actually the Cartoon Network executives. The original creator was Craig McCracken, and he is the heart of the show. When you sit down to watch an old episode of Powerpuff Girls, you enjoy it mainly because of this guy.
I mean, is he in the show? No. Is he a character? No. Does he make cameos? No.
Did he have a large influence behind the show, including things like writing credits, executive producing credits, and also was the creator of the freaking show?
Why am I still talking to my hand? Does it even have a brain head?
When the show ended in 2005, it was supposed to stay done.
Well, you know, apart from the movie, the anime, and... You know, apart from those.
Oh my god, he was referring to the main TV series, not the movie or the spin-offs, you stupid idiot dummy face. Also, the movie was spotted near the crime scene 3 years before the murder. How do you explain that one, Christopher Jackson?
It's the king of the wait a minute now.
Scooby-Doo is a series that has tons of reboots and revivals with new casts and crews.
New casts? Dude. The cast has always stayed the same for the most part. You've got Scooby, Shaggy, Daphne, Velma, and Fred. And the occasional Scrappy-Doo. But other than that, that's pretty much the only cast that you're going to see.
Ah, jinkies, Fred. Maybe this implies that by cast and crews, he was referring to the writers, animators, creators, and voice actors. Hee-ho-ha-hee.
Oh boy, just watch. When 2018 there was a Scooby-Doo revival and they introduced a Daphne recolor. How do you know that? Because I know everything.
Okay, dude, I don't think you understand. Peng Tong got shot in the face and died, you dickhead! Rest in peace, Peng Tong. Dude, my man Peng Tong, he got shot in the face and he died. He died. He's dead. He's never coming back. He got shot with an arrow in the... He's dead. He was green and he's dead. Dead man. He was green!
Well, speaking of creators, did the original Scooby-Doo creator, jump on board for Misty Incorporated?
Okay, if I could question something real quick, am I the only one who noticed that his Homer voice isn't even accurate anymore? Well, that's implying that it was accurate to begin with, but now it doesn't even sound like you're trying.
One thing you might be wondering is this. If original creators of rebooted shows are brought in to work on the reboot, will the reboot be any good? And the answer is, almost always, yes. To prove this, we need to take a look at SpongeBob. It was incredible in the first 3 seasons as well as the first movie, but then there was a huge drop in quality.
According to whose opinion?
So, we really doing this again?
Give him a few more seconds.
Seriously, you can't say it's fact. Some people actually like episodes like One Course Meal, which are infamous for being bad, but infamous doesn't mean that nobody likes them.
And now we can go.
And Rorm joined too?
Sure, whatever. Hey guys, don't forget about me!
Well, here goes nothing, I guess.
And something tells me you just made this video to jump on the bandwagon of hating reboots. And seeing as you couldn't find any examples of good reboots that came back with the original creator, and what you decided to do is bring up SpongeBob, which hasn't been rebooted.
No, that's wrong!
Ding dong, y'all are wrong.
Fuck you.
Okay, Bonnie, that's all fine and good, but this doesn't make sense that this is really the argument you're using. Because by your own logic, you just destroyed over half your video! So, let me get this straight. Whenever he makes a statement about the quality of modern SpongeBob, you pull this meaningless opinion card on him. But whenever you, earlier in the video, do the exact same thing towards the same show, might I add.
You see, SpongeBob, yeah, I feel like it's been going on for a little bit too long. So, yeah. And I don't want to see that familiar face, except in real life.
It's suddenly okay? Not to mention you also don't elaborate on why modern SpongeBob needs to be off the air. While this guy, on the other hand, later in the video, at least attempts to explain himself. Oh, and before you try to claim, well, I said I feel, so that means I wasn't stating it as a fact. First of all, no! Second of all, this also contradicts something else you said.
You know, there are some people that actually like Teen Titans Go and Powerpuff Girls 2016. I mean, they are in the minority as the internet, so he loves to make them out to be.
Well, there are people that like modern SpongeBob, so wouldn't the same soulless point apply over there too? And third of all, there's also this little gem.
Cartoon Network. Just so cool when it comes to ratings. The good shows with good ratings go fly-by, and the bad ones, they stay.
This one didn't even have examples or the arbitrary I feel or IMO that you feel the original video needs to be taken seriously. You just flat out said that some are good and some are bad, like you're treating it like a fact. So what the heck, man? What, is it because he's the one being critiqued that you're not practicing what you're preaching? That's bullcrap, man. I said it once and I'll say it again, 2 poodles don't make a gravy.
Also, if I could get this out of the way here, because this was really starting to annoy me, and I realized during editing I didn't actually go into detail about this, but another problem I have with the whole, oh, it's just your opinion card, is that, no, duh, we know it's his opinion. The fact he's saying it already implies by itself that it's his opinion, and we can assume as much because he's saying it. I mean, unless he's straight out saying that it's a fact and can't be disputed, which nowhere in the video he does, then no, he's most likely just stating it as an opinion piece. I mean, I guess if he didn't explain himself, I would kind of see that as a point, but up to this point in the commentary, he's at least attempted to explain his viewpoints. Now, whether his viewpoints are right or wrong, you could argue. Heck, I could probably do a commentary on the original video if I so wanted to. But dude, you can't just pop on this, oh, that's just your opinion, man, like you're the dude from The Big Lebowski, just because he didn't put the IMO at the end of it. Because honestly, that gets kind of annoying after a while, having to constantly make sure everyone knows that it's your opinion. Like they're a bunch of lemmings that if they don't hear the word opinion, they'll freak out and cause a riot in the middle of the street, circa Trump. I mean, sure, if you want to go out of your way to make sure that people know it's your opinion, fine. I don't care. But don't act like it's required, because it's honestly treating the audience like they're a bunch of brain-dead idiots. Also, if I could address the second part of your argument.
And something tells me you just made this video to jump on the bandwagon of hating, reboots.
Wow, the amount of words you're forcing to his mouth are so bad, I'm pretty sure the police was called for like 7 different cases of assault, sexual or otherwise. Not only did he never say he hated reboots, he just got done complimenting a reboot that he thought was good. Seriously, all he's doing in this video is saying what he feels works and doesn't work when it comes to reboots. I mean, sure, he's jumping on the bandwagon for disliking Teen Titans Go and Powerpuff Girls 2016, but first of all, agreeing with the popular opinion doesn't mean anything by itself, and second of all, you didn't even say he was jumping on the bandwagon for those shows. You said he was jumping on all reboots.
Jumping is also an arrestable offense. Speaking of police, though, I have my own charges.
And what you decided to do is bring up SpongeBob, which hasn't been rebooted.
Roran forgot what he was going to say, never mind.
Well, I mean, you tried.
You smell bad, and I want back in my timeline. Don't worry, we'll get to that later. Anyways, you see, this is the overall problem with your vague statements, along with your instant dismissal of his points for the sole reason of you fail to actually dig into them enough to actually comprehend them. Especially since you keep pressing him for elaboration whenever he's done enough explaining, or on the points where he even admits it's small so it doesn't matter. Sure, there are some exceptions, and I'll give you that, but you're still trying way too hard to have a point, and frankly, it's starting to annoy the living crap out of me. So, TLDR, take that! Wait a second, I don't even like Professor Layton.
It's the king of the wait a minute now.
If created from a business perspective without the original creator's approval, then it will almost definitely be terrible. But if it has the same heart and feel as the original show, then chances are it'll be a reboot worth watching.
You do realize that reboots can do whatever they want with the show?
Hey dude, wanna hear a joke? What has wheels and is dodging the point for irrelevant side notes? You! I lied about the wheels.
A DuckTales reboot is coming out later this year, and it honestly looks pretty good. It has a team full of talent and doesn't seem like a cheap cash grab.
However, we have seen nothing of this reboot other than a few screenshots and a teaser which shows also nothing, so good luck.
You know, because it's absolutely impossible to know about the team behind the reboot, something he straight up said was the case, and just generally be excited for it. I mean, geez, smart guy, it's almost like it's his opinion or something, but nope, let's just be condescending.
And we're wrapping it up here.
Yep. So without further ado, final thoughts. Alright then, so what do you think of this video, Homer?
It just It had poor work.
Shut up. And we're stopping it here because frankly, I don't want to subject you to almost a whole minute of them rambling more bullcrapping me while thinking that playing Homer's dough clips in the background isn't entirely distracting or anything. So, final thoughts, guys? Rorm dislikes all of you and wishes he wasn't here anymore.
It's okay. I still like Mimi.
Well, this is awkward. What do we do now?
Wait a fucking second, isn't this episode 50? How the shit are you gonna wrap up this Mexican Mafia plotline?
Oh yeah, that's right. I still have to do that. Frick. You know what? Let's just blow him up. Screw it.
Yeah? That's your conclusion? That's horse shit! You can't just do that!
Actually, I can. And I will. So you can eat my dick. Hey, Gindam! You got the cannons ready?
Hooray! I have another appearance!
Okay, Gindam! Fire!
Be happy! We got the direct hit, Mommy!
Yeah! You see that, Ty? We got him! We won! Ha! I'll show them, right? Blew those faggots up part of the jump did Syria, am I right, guys?
Get the fuck off my ship.
Wait, but isn't this Kit's ship, though?
Well, you know what, bitch? Kit doesn't exist in this plot anymore, so fuck you.
I mean, sure, if you want. Just remember that having sex with me will get you in trouble for multiple degrees of statutory rape.
The fuck did you just say to me?
No, hold on a second, Ty. We can work this out, right? Let's be reasonable here.
How about you reason my cock, you hungry limp dick?
You go on with yourself and do every mama me! Okay, we're almost at the end of the script. Oh god, I have to do Gundam! Oh god, no.
Now I gotta record lines for a fucking kite. That's gonna be great. Ignore my water sipping noise. And... God. Alright. Are you even listening? Say something! I am like a nagging fucking parent in this episode. Ryan, clean your goddamn room, you whore. No Mexican plots for you. I do not show up for... Do I show up for all of the rest of the intro skit? Alright, well, thanks. Thanks, partner. I'm relevant. Alright, do you have any fucking lines for me during the commentary? Just in case. I don't want to skim over this. Can't believe you're doing a commentary on Homer Simpson, man. I've always wanted to do one of those! Uh-huh! That's your conclusion! How about you reason my cock, you hungry limp dick? That's not gonna feel good out of context, is it? I agree to this shit. We're both to blame for this. Yeah. Shut up.